late.
There you go.
The cat.
Okay.
What about
Sorry.
Richard is also usually late because the children.
The children.
The children. What about
Children.
what
He
about
is.
Argus?
That's the problem.
He is. That's the yeah, exactly. The problem is that he is thinking about the children.
What about us?
Well, does anybody think about us?
I'm hurt. I will attempt to stream, but I'll see how well the current connection holds with the previous issues. If it's feeling too weak, obviously I'll just cancel. I'll have to cancel it. But what to do? If it's being iffy, it'll be a shitty thing if the frames are like.
What about Argus? Is Argus gonna be late or?
I don't know. He was talking big for somebody who's not on the stream. Oh yeah. While we're waiting for at least one more person, Alex, plug your movie.
Movie?
Alex is in a movie?
Alex is in a movie.
It'll be a short film.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's it called? What's it about?
I'm bad at describing things, so let's just say a movie star making a film.
Okay, sure.
Inception.
Inception.
Exactly.
It's a film about a film.
Yeah, but it's part basically of a short film competition here. So the part of the competition was making sure the movie is shot in a Paramount hotel within 24 hours.
Ooh.
And so I submitted audition because a friend of mine had asked if I wanted to try acting, and I was like, yeah, why not, basically. And they liked the audition enough, so I participated in it. They chose me for the audition. We did the filming for somewhere under 17 hours total, from 5 p.m. till 8 somewhere in the morning, or technically earlier start, later some other wrap-up stuff for them. And it was a fun project. I don't yet know how the final movie will actually look like. I have my doubts about my own acting in it, so I know I tell that it's maybe it's me being hypercritical, but we'll see how it comes out when it does. The trailer looks cool. I am happy with how the trailer looks, how the behind the scenes stuff is. It's been a lot of fun, and in general, it was a fun experience because I got to see what it's like on a movie set, all the things involved, people behind the production, cameras, lighting, sounds, and all this other shenanigans. So yeah, the movie itself, officially, I'll get to see it next Sunday. That's when they will show all the participating people the other projects. There were I think 13 entries total, and so I'll get to see the movie, see how the acting came out in ours, and they'll announce the winners of the competition.
Oh, that's cool.
Good luck.
Is there a way we can see the movie?
I believe they'll later have it either on YouTube or on maybe their own platform or something like that.
Yeah.
I know it will be eventually available, and I'll be able to share it because the trailer I can share because I know I have that on my own Instagram, and the behind the scenes footage. That's also on Instagram.
Okay, and if I'm not on social media, where do I find those?
YouTube.
YouTube eventually. I'll actually check. I will check if they do have a YouTube for the shorts for the behind the scenes stuff and trailer. If they do, I'll send you. If not, I can later add in the group because I did a screen recording from my phone because I also sent it to some friends who don't use social media. So I have that, and I can send that as the video just of what it looks like.
Oh, that sounds good. Looking forward to this. Also, congratulations once more.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
So does it mean we officially know a celebrity? As...
Yes.
Oh, I feel special.
I mean, if you're thinking of that, if you're thinking in those parts, then we've been playing with a published author for many sessions.
Right? We have an author, we have a actress,
We have an
Um,
American.
we have an American. Yes. We have a... Sorry, are you an anthropologist? Tell
I
me.
am an entomologist. I am an insect scientist.
Bugs me.
Entomologist.
Also, don't call me that yet because I need to actually finish my masters to be able to call myself that. Because I don't want to get turned over my head because I actually need to write this shit thesis.
Oh.
What are your thoughts on cockroaches?
In what way? They're just
Horrible
insects.
creatures.
Oh. No, 'cause
Like,
I
what do
know,
you mean?
I've seen people who, like, when people love specific type of bugs, I know there are people who will have, like, oh, let me pet these, like, cockroaches and things. Like, basically, cockroach is one of those creatures that I'm like, I can't.
But a cockroach is a cockroach is an entire like family / order of insects. There's things called roaches and stuff. When people say cockroaches, they usually mean like the common house cockroach and stuff. But then they
What
usually
about
get stuff
the
like
hissing
the Madagascar hissing cockroaches. We've got some in our office. My supervisor pets. They're cute.
They hiss. Why
They
do
hiss. They don't do anything. They're cute. They run around and they hiss. They don't do anything dangerous. The hissing makes them seem
Cute.
dangerous, but they just hiss. They
That
just
would
hiss.
terrify me. They can just have the house at that point.
They're not, that's the thing. It's just a diverse group of animals. So they don't really look like the cockroaches you know, and they don't really act or behave or eat or do the same things that the cockroaches you know do.
You weren't
Okay.
specific enough.
What?
Larry the cockroach.
Which cockroaches are the ones that they used to eat on Fear Factor?
They probably just ate the common house cockroach.
Really, it looked different.
I don't know. I never watched the Fear Factor that much. I wasn't allowed to. It was the one show my parents banned me from watching. That and Scooby-Doo.
Okay.
Oh no.
My mom said that she found it so boring she couldn't even stand to have it on in the other room.
Fear Factor
Oh my
or
God.
Scooby-Doo?
Yeah, like whenever I wanted to watch Scooby-Doo, my mom was like, okay, let me go do something else somewhere else in the house. When she was like in the kitchen, she was like, please don't watch that show. She hated it. She had a grudge against that dog. I don't know, man. She did not want to pet the dog.
These damn kids and that damn dog.
I would have
Yeah,
gotten
if
away
I-
with it.
If I have to
Can I
pick
pet
any,
that
like,
dog?
if I have to pick any insect to dislike, it's the housefly. But even then, like, I just dislike it because it's annoying to me. A lot of people seem
Yeah.
to ascribe morality to insects, which, they're just creatures. Just let them out.
If you enjoy bugs and science fiction, I would recommend. This is all I do. It's my only skill. The
Bitch.
Children of Time series by Adrian Tchaikovsky is bug-focused science fiction. Well, bug is not the right word. You'll like it.
Mm.
'Cause-
bet you
Unfortunately, can't read any bug-based science fiction because I'm spending all my time reading bug-based science.
okay, 'cause, the
I
author.
thought for a second you were gonna recommend that one book by Kafka where the guy wakes up as a cockroach.
Oh,
Metamorphosis.
that's good. That's the obvious.
Technically, what you're reading is bug nonfiction.
Yeah.
Bug non-fiction.
Well,
Bug law.
It is
the
bug law.
the author studied the same degree you're studying. So
Who? Sorry?
the author, Adrian
I see.
Tchaikovsky.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, well, I'm not yet an entomologist, but in like a week I might be somebody who has a game on Steam, so I'll plug that.
Awesome.
Oh, what kind of game?
My visual novel. My girlfriend's been making it since 2020. So my girlfriend made a demo. I'm gonna restart the sentence a final time. My girlfriend made a game for a game jam in 2023. The game jam game became unexpectedly so popular that she decided to make it a full project, and that's what she's been working on, and it's nearly ready for release. I have been working as writing, editing, like producer, narrative design, etc., 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 the whole time. And then
Yeah.
we have a person who does the music, so we're a 3-person team, and we're gonna have our first game on Steam.
Let's can wish list it.
If anybody is interested, I can link it.
Yeah,
Link it.
no. Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone is doing important stuff, and I'm just like here existing.
No, bro, same. I'm just here. I'm just here, man.
But
Have you played Webbed?
yes.
Webbed is a little pixelated game where you play as one of those little jumping spiders.
Hmm.
No, I
It's
haven't.
so cute.
Yeah, I
I did
linked it in
finish
the. I linked it in the general chat. Can you tell my girlfriend is studied biology as well?
Yeah. Are you familiar with? Are you familiar with Grounded, the game?
No,
Grounded.
I am.
I've heard about it.
Don't know.
It's really good. You can fist fight a ladybug.
And if you're lucky, you get fisted by one.
Yeah.
Kindred spirits.
I haven't done a fisting joke in so long. I feel
Oh.
empty inside.
You're losing your touch.
I'm losing my touch. I'm losing my mojo.
I have been informed by my girlfriend that our demo just got approved.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh
well done.
shit! Yay!
Hell yeah.
Well, I have a joke on that score that I can't tell on stream.
Just mute your mic and say it, and the stream can hear our reaction.
No, I'll wait till the
Oh,
Alrighty. So, I think let's start. The other can join in.
Yeah.
So, we're gonna start with what Tusa did to you guys.
No. What did Tuso do to us again? I don't remember.
Oh, it'll become
Remember
clear.
fisting we spoke about earlier? Not that.
No.
Not that one. Not that one.
that's kind of exciting.
Alright, so, if you shall recall, you guys investigated the 7 shades of all hell out of a single town.
Yep.
I went through all my old... So, I've got Word documents for every town you've been to. And some of them are many, many, many pages. And you've seen that much. This is the first time we've used every page of this town. So,
Yay!
well done.
It had to happen at one point. At some point, eventually.
Yeah.
I had Word documents for towns you flew over and were like, nah. Fine.
Well, that's what happens when we have a crunch for time.
Because at some point,
Be thorough.
you know when you're in a rush on this game you're not really into, you skip the cutscenes.
Yeah.
And then you get to a big moment and it's like, I don't know what's happening. Who are these people? Why do they hate me? That's going to happen at some point.
Mm.
All right.
Oh no.
All right.
Things are going to be happening, and people are going to hate us, and we won't even know why.
Yeah, we're just speed running at this point.
Alrighty, so
Pretty accurate, yeah.
We really no, you don't understand. We really need to get this dude to those mountains.
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel we're going with the vibe of right on, right on.
You're given this quest, and goddamn, we're going to finish it trial by fire.
Alrighty. So last session, and I do recall I went back and told Megan, because she says I'm going to miss too much. I said, "Don't worry, they won't leave town. Want to bet?" So, in the town of Moltenbone, where everybody disappeared the night before, you went through thorough investigation. You didn't find many clues. You did discover, however, that somebody kidnapped the alchemist. Somebody ransacked the sort of ordnance maps and things about volcanic activity. You found the. Oh yes, Tomlin gave his boots to the Drow, who are very secretive and hiding away.
Mhm.
I didn't give my boots. I gave my
No,
two
yes.
of the 4 hooves I have.
To make boots, yes.
Yes.
Made into boots.
You also, prior to that, in our Lost in the Universe stream, discovered a revelation from the mushroom people about that this world is not what you think it is.
That nothing is real.
Nothing is real. All right. You also discovered a very mysterious archway that has some connection to the Feywild. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
No way to activate it or anything, but it's definitely magical. You investigated everything you could see in the mayor's house, where you found some interesting things. You found a bag full of cash with multiple identities with picture, a sort of identity type picture that matches the portrait of the mayor and the thing, a very flamboyantly dressed dwarf. You found a secret sleepy hole. You found a secret compartment, which I thought nobody would find, in the desk of the secretary that had some sigil coins in it.
You thought wrong.
Yes.
You thought incorrectly.
Yes, and with those coins, there was a little card that said, "Thanks for all you've done, M." Dum, dum,
M.
dum.
Du-du-du.
You also spoke to
Meg.
the yes. You also spoke to the foxy-looking gentleman who acts as a kind of trader, mechanic, deal maker, and dealer in lucky charms.
And he's a
called-
demon.
Yes, he's a demon. He's
Trinkets and baubles.
an Arcanoloth called Gathertail. Ready to leave, you also received a stamp of inspection from the mayor's secretary. However, having everything ready to leave, some supplies, someone, let's not say who to, sir, decided the secretary is sus, so let's catch her and interrogate her. Welcome to today. Okay, you find yourselves, all of you, except for those waiting at the carriage, which you'll say at the moment is Lilith, Echo, the unconscious girl. You guys totally remember her.
Yeah, I remember.
Good.
Person in the casket.
I mean, she always gets dragged around by that
Yes.
tall dude.
It's an infinite source of comedy, and when Megan is imprecise. Put her over your shoulder, no problem. Okay, so, at the carriage is the 3 members who run it: the dwarf, the dragonborn, and the weird old lady. Echo, unconscious girl, Lilith. Shall we say Sky, or is Sky gonna pop in? Let's say Sky's with the carriage. Okay.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
feel like Sky was earlier. They finished looking at the guild or whatever, so I would assume because we were coming from a completely different side. I don't think she would have just hung around hoping we'd pop up. I would have assumed she went to the caravan, like
The exit.
Yeah, but don't worry, she'll rush back going, "What are you guys up to?" Anyway, so you find yourselves in the sort of abandoned conference room here. The secretary, a lady whose name I clearly remember, Zamira Quidlington. She's sort of in the corner on a chair. You are all surrounding her. We've got Tusa's got to be here because Tusa's the one who instigated this situation.
Yeah.
Fair enough, I guess. So Rodek is there, Era is there, Tomlin is there, and Well, are you with them?
Sure.
Okay.
Like he wanted to wait at the exit with everybody else, but he was like, "Oh, for fuck's sake, okay, fine."
Okay.
follows behind.
Alrighty. So, here you are. And she's still looking kind of confused and slightly traumatized. I don't know what you think I've done, she says. Just a
Didn't we
reminder.
interrogate her a bit last time, or am I wrong?
There was stage 1 interrogation, but this seems to be more.
Oh.
Don't ask me. I'm just the world.
Okay. In the world.
Whatever's happening, I had no part in it.
Drow always
No,
have a
that's
part in it.
Oh, sorry.
Well, not this time.
You know the Hotel Transylvania girly? I don't know her name.
Uh,
This is like the grown version of her.
Mavis?
Yes.
I think so.
Alright, guys. Stop with the questions already.
Tell us your secrets.
Make a intimidation roll. Let's get our dice rolling and see how it goes.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna fail miserably, but you know what? I tried.
Natural 1. So you have an
Natural.
affair.
Natural 1.
I'll be like, tell us your secrets.
Roll a free level. Roll a free level intimidation check.
Do we get cards for this, or are
No.
we not doing cards?
No, we are. Thanks for the reminder.
You're welcome.
Guess we're not doing cards, are we? Fine. Hey, this morning I thought it was Thursday, Sitter.
It's okay. Right now we have some who are down on our spell levels in certain bits or certain spells, so we have not had rest yet, so
We're just barreling through.
yeah. Exactly.
Totally fine.
Exactly.
Alright, guys. So we're waiting for Rodax. Oh, there's 12. Sorry, I had to scroll down.
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
Reasons. You are suspicious, and we think you have secrets, so we'd like to know your
Wait.
secrets.
Wait, I'll do this. Hang on.
Oh no. Gonna fry her with a spell. Okay.
I'm assuming with this spell I can since she's charmed, I can ask as well, to just tell me everything. Tell me how you doing, girl. Oh my god.
No, don't do that voice. Okay. Dare though, if your character doesn't make it, and Meg kills your character inevitably, make a character that just does that voice.
Perfect.
Alrighty.
Oh my god, what brings you here?
Okay. So she doesn't have that's a 10. That's a fail.
Okay.
So she's going to be charmed.
Hi, so could you tell us, please?
Oh,
why are you
hi.
here and what happened here?
You have nice ears.
Thank you.
What do you mean? What happened? Oh, you mean the people disappearing?
Yes.
I don't know. Nothing to do with me.
It really doesn't have anything to do with her.
Has this happened before?
No, it's not this bad. People have disappeared before, but sometimes you just think they ran off. Because it's unlucky here.
Well, we've heard about the unluckiness of the place, but why are you still here then? If it's a place that's unlucky and people disappear and basically the whole town, other than you, have disappeared, why do you stick around?
I have a job to do. I can't abandon my post just because everybody else is lazy.
But what is the significance of your post with no citizens in the town?
Well, if no citizens in town mean I can get some paperwork done. So positive. They don't like me. I don't like them. This is easier. Plus, that was buggy with things, really. But anyway, I only disappeared last night. Then I come back tomorrow.
Has that happened a lot, where people just reappeared? The ones who were thought to be disappeared?
Not as far as I know, but I've only been here for like 2 years.
So
Yeah,
why,
why don't
do you
people-
not like the people, and why don't they like you?
Yeah.
I'm not short enough for them, I guess. Dwarves. Also, drow. Like that one. She points it well. All the same, really.
He just sighs like,
Yeah, that's what drow do. Sigh. Roll their eyes. Curl their lips. Yeah.
So what exactly do you do in this town? Like, what is your job?
Appointments. Accounts. Paperwork. Lots and lots of paperwork. Also, I help kick out the mistresses when they're in the mayor's bed the next morning. It's a nightmare. But at least that nonsense has come to an end. Win.
Are there a lot of those?
Uh-huh. Can't keep track of them. I kept a list at some point, but 20,000 mollies after a while they all blend together.
Any repeat visitors?
I don't know. I was more concerned with him, skimming some off the top, embezzling funds. Is that what you're here for? I think that's more important than me spying on his mistresses.
Well, then could you tell us a bit more about that as well?
Well, I've seen irregularities in the books, but I've not got definitive proof. I'm telling you, he has a stash of cash somewhere, and he was going to run off if he didn't vanish after dinner.
She looks at the others there. Oh, sorry, go on.
Sorry. We usually get funding from Cragworth and Cathcress. This is a good stopover for people going across the burning lake of death.
She looks briefly at the others. Do any of you have the questions?
do we ask about the sigil coins? And the method sigil coins?
Yeah,
Did
let's
you-
ask about the sigil coin.
Oh yeah, your elf person found that. They were digging somewhere that's very, very private. That was a gift from a dear friend.
Oh no.
Who would that be?
More, yeah.
It's just someone just a friend. Nothing else was going on, and it was. She was nice to me, and that then she left, and then I hope she comes back, and that was how she brought me flowers too.
Friends have
Alright,
names. What's his name?
Time for a whisper. Please ask another question, and I'll try and split my attention.
Well has almost only ever rolled nat 1s or nat 20s on insight checks.
Nice.
Tell us your secrets.
The nat 1s are funnier though.
Well, they are way funny.
Does he care enough to tell anyone?
So he got a nat 20, so he probably cares a little bit more than normal.
Okay, fair enough.
It's like, so what you mean to say is that you were lovers?
Okay, this a poor secretary becomes a significant shade of red. Just like when I asked Alex about a movie. So, yeah. That's none of your business.
You don't have to worry. I don't really care.
All right.
I won't judge.
Okay, but the others are judging. Look at them. They're judging. Look at their faces.
I'm not judging.
That's not my problem.
Okay.
No, yeah, no, we're perfectly okay with that.
That one there, who says he's not judging, he's got resting dead face.
It's just how I look. I
He
can't
just
help
look-
it
he-
anymore.
he just looks like that.
All right. Well,
You need to
okay.
tell us the name. There are so many people in towns. The likelihood of us knowing who that is, it will be just a name like any of the others. You can just say it.
Well, she, I guess she wanted to be anonymous. She went by M, and then I took to calling her Emmy after a while.
She did. She did. So you don't even know her name?
Emmy was good enough, and that's all I needed to know. Sometimes that's all you need.
But do you know her actual name? And I'll insight check, depending on the answer.
No.
Okay. I know nothing.
Okay.
Oh.
So. Okay.
Yeah, well,
So,
alright then.
Era
Well,
with your
Yeah.
6.
yes.
She's probably lying. Probably.
Okay.
And since you've joined this party, you've just met liars and cheats, and you also know that this party only talks to untrustworthy people. Those people they don't interrogate are so trustworthy every time. As you give it a 6. Okay. Well, with your nat 20 insight, she's telling the truth.
She's telling. Yeah. It's like. All right then. Whatever. And he just turns around.
What else is
Wait,
this
so
about?
she was saying, she said she doesn't know the name, right?
No.
Yeah, she doesn't.
Okay.
She doesn't know the person's name. What about a description though? Like what they look like, kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like she might know that. Hopefully she knows that. Hopefully she knows that.
Well,
They use the cloak.
if somebody from Cragworth sent you to come check on the well-being of the so-called mayor, well, tell them their payment's late. I don't know what happened with Cragworth lately because we used to have lots of correspondence, lots of appointments. They just stopped. Anybody heard
I
from the
think we
governor?
might have accidentally destroyed everything there.
I
In a
would-
metaphorical
yeah,
sense.
I wouldn't know, but Craigsworth has recently seemed to have lost most of its governing body.
Oh, that would explain it. Well, I mean, Mayor Thunderbridge was like this with the governor. So, you know,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Right.
That guy
Yeah.
killed my cat.
Oh god.
Well, he tried to kill us.
Quite unfortunate.
You met him?
The one with the big spider, yeah?
He didn't
No,
have a
that's the
spider.
governor of Cragworth. No, that was the governor of Cragworth.
And
With the spider.
it was a she.
She's yeah. She's talking
Which
the
governor is
mayor.
she
Talking about the mayor. She's talking about the mayor of this town.
Mhm.
Oh. I thought you were I mean, you said governor, so I thought she was talking about the governor. Because I thought you said the mayor and the governor were close.
Yes, so the governor of the
Okay.
town upstairs and the mayor of this town were close.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was saying that we met the governor of the town upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, she's
So
not
I'm not
nice.
confused about anything.
She's not a nice person. She used to live down here, you know, travel with some of the sort of caravans, like that terrible hunk of metal that you came in. She used to do that, before she was all high and mighty and important.
Mm.
Do you know what business she was here at when she visited?
Oh no, when she became the mayor, it was all official. But before then, it was jewelry and drow nonsense.
What kind of nonsense?
Oh, you guys with your spider worship nonsense.
Mm. Typical.
Oh yeah.
Can I ask?
Yeah.
I just want to ask, is the reason you're not scared of disappearing like everybody else here because you know something that would make you know that it's not going to affect you?
No, I'm just busy. It's just.
So you just don't care?
No, I mean this is lovely. Look around. It's an empty conference room. I've not had an empty conference room in ever.
Who pays you?
Since I got sent here by Grin and Barrett, it was just, be this person's nanny and his butler and his whatever. I had to clean the toilet. You know how degrading that was? I was head accountant for many years, all right, at a bank. This was so, no people is a real improvement.
What's the difference between accounting for heads and money?
I didn't have to clean the toilet when I was in the bank.
Okay. I don't think I turned to the others and like, maybe she's just normal.
You're just normal.
Maybe. I'm not normal. I know I'm not normal. People have said many things to me, which have made that very clear. So, you don't need to lie to me.
Oh, it's a trick. She's deceiving us with a deceitful deceiving.
Do you have questions to ask that would prove that we can test for the deceiving thing?
She doesn't know the person's name, but we could probably at least ask what they looked like if it matches up with anybody that we know.
Yeah. So, could you tell us what this M at least looked like? Some features. Well, because if we meet them elsewhere, we can tell them to visit you again. As you said, you'd love a visit.
Oh, I just like the way you talk. She's still charmed, by the way. So.
I know. I'm trying to get the best out of it.
Sure. She's just amazing to look at. She's a human, quite pale, slightly sickly, but I mean that's all the rage right now. Dark hair, tattoos, scary tattoos.
Yep.
But she is so intense. She has the most adorable evil laugh I've ever heard in my life.
I say this out of character because Will wouldn't know, but I know this. Yeah, no, that's Mishka. I had a feeling, but it's nice to just have that confirmation.
I'm just glad she wasn't here when everybody went poof. I mean, I don't know. I think if I stayed at the dinner table, probably I would have gone poof too. I don't know. I just had a headache. I couldn't stand another conversation about cherry blossoms. Elves are so boring. No offense, but I mean, who cares about your fiddle flute and your goat man? I mean, I've got paperwork to sign. But okay, those people, let me just tell you one thing. Those people last night, they were so much more elfy than usual. It's like the normal elf level of irritation by 10, by 100. One of them had a cat with tentacles. I mean, I like cats, but that's not a real cat. That's not a pet, is it? I mean, we had to feed it raw pieces of meat and would have had a live person if we didn't.
Is any of these descriptions of elves with tentacle pets and stuff sounding familiar to me?
Yes, but make a history check with advantage.
Oh.
You guys just think I talk a whole lot of shit.
No, I was thinking you said, I remember you were saying the portal thingamajig or whatever we passed, that was for, I think, high entry, high level, whatever.
I get to roll a d6 for that.
Oh no. So I remember you said the portal thing was important, so I'm like, oh, that's where they... Oh no!
Well, it was with an advantage, so you take the 15.
Yeah, the 16.
Sorry. Alex, you were saying?
I was saying, I was thinking back to, that weird, what is it called? Weird face shit. Because I'm if it's a portal or related, I'm here these sound like high level elf because they're more elvish than normal, so it might mean they're more ancient, older, or higher rank. They could have, come from there, and obviously something made people disappear. So yes, that was just my out of character note, just because I was remembering that part from the last stream.
Correct. Points. Okay.
At the description of the of these people that she mentioned. Did you say they passed through recently? Sorry, that part I forgot.
Yeah, they were here last night. I don't think they left. I think they got poofed.
At the description of hearing that they were here, but they got poofed, Tomlin gets a brief moment of panic in his voice before, like, calming down very quickly. He's like, the Fae aren't here anymore, right?
No.
They're not where they're not supposed to be, right?
Those perfumey, blossomy bastards are gone. I'm just so glad. I mean, I know you're dead, but I mean, at least you're a person. You know.
That is great to hear that you still think so.
Plus, some of their stuff's still here. You know, the 2 boxes that they brought that they guarded, those are gone. But you know, they're like trinkets and perfumes and shit are still somewhere in the house. Like, I think. I mean, unless somebody looted them, I don't really care for them.
Did we find those?
No.
Oh,
Boxes. I mean, you said they're protected, but did you? With
Yeah.
skill, did you know what was in them?
Yeah, then to make special arrangements, there would be a locked room, blah 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 blah. So one was like a little brass box that ticked, you know, like a clock, or a bomb. No, it's probably a clock. I don't know, elf shit. And then the other one was like really heavy and lead or something, and then like packed it with all sorts of decorative doilies, you know, elves. But they were like saying, "Don't listen to the whispers." I don't know. It's just an iron box, as far as I know.
Where were they staying? I mean, you said the box disappeared, but because you checked, or you just?
Oh, they checked, but I mean, people have been in and out of here. They were the green people I told you about that kidnapped the alchemist. Also, there's like a group of drow. I guess he's one of them, and thinks it well again. You know, they look all the same, so sorry if it's not you, be offended, whatever.
I don't care.
Good, because they care. They were in here at some point, and I hid in the cupboard. And, you know, usually when I'm hiding in the cupboard, I close it because I don't want to hear and see what the mayor's doing. Not good, but these people were shiny and scary, and so, yeah, this time I was scared rather than disgusted. New experience for me.
Hear anything about why they needed the alchemist? Did they speak anything about
Oh, no,
that?
those are the green people. I just saw them through the window. I was having some tea, and I just watched them take the alchemist. He was shouting for help and stuff, but, you know, I was busy.
Of course.
Fair point.
Oh, well, but the elves, you know, they were really busy. I wrote down their itinerary if you're interested.
Oh, yes, please. That would be very, very kind. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Does that mean I can go?
Quick, where are the trinkets they left behind?
There's a room in the basement. There's probably some stuff there. Probably weird elf underwear. If you find something scandalous, just tell me before you go.
Will do.
Okay, and from her, she has a little clipboard, and she rummages through there, and she gives I have this somewhere.
Hang on, I may have missed this. Did we ask why she didn't disappear?
Yeah, she doesn't know, I don't think. I think we did.
Yeah, because
And
she
she
said
wasn't lying.
she was just saying like, she's here. She was record keeping and whatnot.
And that wasn't a lie.
No.
Oh.
She really doesn't know.
She was here for 2 years. She said like people disappear, but she can't really say for certain that it's the same kind of disappearance because people come and go from the town. So it's not exactly the best recounting of it, but I think that's as much as we got so far.
Oh, all right. Thank you.
Cragworth delegation.
That's not got a chair.
Reception dinner at Palace. After
The
dinner
fuck is a
meeting.
Thunder Bridge?
That's, Thunderbridge is the mayor's room
Oh, wow.
Mm.
Alright. Thought that was an actual bridge of thunder.
now. Oh, I need to write that down.
Thunder?
Oh no.
How's Craven?
The movie?
No, one of these things, House Craven. That's the. Rydak, I don't know if you remember, but way back at the beginning, because the person that was holding on to it was demanding, it was up being like, no, we are not going to open this box. House Craven are the dudes that we gave the interdimensional box to.
Alright.
Session 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us what's happening around Lake Malak that's making it unsafe to fly over? Just, for
Oh,
our
I
information.
was never there. Apparently they have things called prawn something. Crack prawn. I don't know, some kind of bug. That eats flying ships when they go over. Never done it myself. I've always preferred an uncomfortable donkey carriage. Ever been to Rivershan? They have great shows there. Bards. I like bards.
I wouldn't know. I haven't been.
Ooh, sunlight.
Would you?
Maybe wear a hat.
Yeah. Maybe. But would you mind if we held on to this? And he refers to, the paper.
Yeah, well, they're gone now, so I guess it's just destined for the trash. So take it. Can I go now?
Probably. Oh, no, I want to go, find those trinkets from the people if we didn't find them. Wait a moment, but I want to have a look at those trinkets.
We could
Alright.
just
From
wait
the
for us
visitors.
a little bit. We just want to have a quick glance into that storage area you mentioned.
Now I can save you some time and show you where it is.
Oh, please do.
So good you came to visit. What's your name again?
I forgot what it was. Era. I was like, what's my name?
You could have said anything at that moment.
I know.
Thunderhead.
Actually, let's go with Bob. Let's say I said Bob.
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 My name is Thunderhead.
Thunderhead. Thunderhead. Okay.
My friends call me Thundy from Down Under.
Okay, so Thunderhead is a reference to the Final Fantasy abridged.
Abridged.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Thunderhead. Oh.
One
I didn't know you were a fan.
I'm a fan.
Actually, Marcel, did any of us, the scheduled dates or whatever they have on the paper here, compared to, the current date, how many of these have already happened and how many,
let me show you.
have not happened yet?
I am so glad you asked. And the current date is here. So please do something.
Oh, I see. 3rd of Gillan.
See.
Whoops.
I also noticed the one on the 9th with the key phrase.
Mm-hmm.
May your hopes remain secret.
Not ringing bells.
Ivor Mustrum Vance. Oh no. Totally trustworthy individual.
Okay. Oh, can I don't know, I guess insight check, not insight check, what is the thing, our history,
Fireball.
do any
Oh.
of the meetings make sense to me?
I think you should make a history check. Just you.
Why?
No, it's not high enough. So you don't get anything. And I can't tell you why.
I
Can
know,
you check if we recognize anything?
Okay, so this is what happens when your note taker's not here anymore. Okay, so the original gang, which is at the moment just Rodak, technically it's well, the character not, but his controller, yes.
Me, the player, not well the character, but me.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. This is actually a trip down memory lane.
Yeah, I've been
Okay.
I've been reading a few of these, and it's like, oh my god, they're
Oh, they're so
retracing our working steps, man.
Okay.
Oh, let me see. Sorry, the text is so tiny on my screen.
Oh, sorry.
You know, if you look at their
Oh no.
yeah.
Don't worry, it's not you, it's me. I'm using my TV as a monitor, so
Okay. Okay.
I'll
Well,
post. I snapped a screenshot of it. I'll put it in general.
I think
fantastic, thank you.
to also help the
So, like-
the bot at home. Basically, they were gonna have their dinner last night. They're gonna meet some sort of house? Question mark. Today.
Has our county.
Yes. Then tomorrow they'll go up to Cragworth to the Palace of Chimes. It's that sort of old crystal structure you saw at some point. And they were going to meet with the governor and imperial representatives, Legate Arterno, a member of the Sale Council, the Cinder Knights, and the Church of Pelor. You guys met, or at least saw, the Grand Prior, the Vicar of Patience, way back when you got your quest.
Yeah. Aren't they like the exact one that gave us the job, or?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, like the guy
The
was
Janissary.
doing some shady shit
Mm-hmm.
in the was it a church? Was it a monastery?
The church, yes.
Yeah, I remember that. My word, that was like 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Wait, what kind?
So,
The
actually-
4 years ago in question made me forget what kind of shady stuff he was doing.
I'm trying to remember. They were having some sort of secret conversation, and I've completely lost the words. But they were, and I remember Rodak had to hide and do a few stealth checks. Oh my word! Sorry, it was so long ago.
Mm-hmm.
I was young. I was thinner. I had a different girlfriend. That's
So I was engaged.
For a split second, I thought you said I wasn't gay.
That's what I, that's what I heard as well.
Surprise!
surprise.
Have a thing, right?
Hello,
What
Richard.
Oh my god.
Hello. What a sudden change.
Yes. Sorry that you had to find out this way, Alex.
You know, live your truth, man.
No.
Welcome, Richard.
That's not what I said. Okay. So, Patience is here.
Yeah,
They had began their adventure here.
in Maitland.
Yes. In the course of their travels between Maitland and Balian, I had a plan for a campaign. And I didn't expect them to go, you know what, we're not going to do that. So round about here, I had to come up with a different plan for the campaign.
I think it's. I'll tell you what happened. It's because Franz had the freaking box.
Yeah.
He did not let any of us open it.
Yeah, because it's never happened before. Okay, Tusa's here. Hi.
He's saying in Roll20, like, he'll be muted for a few minutes.
Okay.
No problem.
Let him read one of my books and we'll go straight to sleep. Okay, so, so, where was I?
The journey that was taken from Maitland to Balin to something else.
Okay, yeah, so anyway,
A different campaign.
the delegation. So they were going up into Cragworth, then they were going to get on an airship, a strange black airship that I've been talking about since you arrived in Cragworth. Can you remember? Does anyone remember?
Yes,
Hey,
I remember the
Big.
airship.
okay. Yeah.
I remember the mentions of it. I don't remember any of the details.
No?
For some reason, the airship is in my memory.
No, I was like, there's an airship, and everybody's like, cool. What are we doing now?
Oh, yeah, it is cool. Yeah, you want me to not find an airship cool? It's cool, inherently.
Anyway, they were going to get on that and then go from Cragworth to Osterhold, over here, which is where Rodak is from.
Yay! And we still have to visit.
Yes. So they're going to meet representatives of House Garev and the Grand Master Murtix. Okay.
And murder them.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Don't stress about it. That's like 5 years down the line.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, and then afterwards they're going to Kingsbane, where they're going to meet House Rockon and a royal delegation led by Duchess Evina of Sablemere, who you've also met.
That's the princess lady that. Wait, no.
Wait.
Crap. We've met a few. We met a few royal individuals.
Yeah, that's
Oh, that person. Okay.
this person.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Duchess Evina.
Yes.
Do we not have food with her?
Yes, you did. Hey.
We did, yeah.
Yes.
And
okay.
princess and the person next to her, like Amelia.
Yes, you did. Okay, so after Osterhold, after Kingsbane, sorry, they're going to meet a circus, the Pumpkin King's extravaganza, which is
That's the troop. The troop that Sky was with.
yes, it's a troop that Sky was with. Isn't that weird? Two
Yeah,
days after, they're going to Coursera, where you guys slayed the false Hydra,
Mm-hmm.
to meet that house and the Royal Security Services. The contact person there is Ivor Munstrom Vance and Commander Egbert Drake Grimaldi.
Uh-huh. We know both of those people.
Yes, you do. One's gonna suspicious
What?
eye. The other one's gonna persistent cough.
And the other one is also the same name that we have in all those letters.
Yes, Grimaldi, who originally hired you for a mission. Okay.
And then proceeded to not show up for a while.
Yeah. Sorry, Alex, what did you say?
And one had an obnoxious fart. Like, they have to have their traits.
It's coming.
That's the.
Okay. Then they went to the capital, Cindershan, which the newer players probably haven't seen.
No, we haven't been there either.
The whole.
I have
You named some,
I
you
have
named some
only
characters
ever
that are
known
familiar.
the inside of a house and then the underground.
Okay.
I missed everything in
Right.
between and before.
This is the biggest city in Dyrecinder. It's roughly about here. They commandeered an airship. Well, inherited one.
Here. Okay.
This is where they met Sky.
Oh, yeah.
This is where, this is where the princesses hit on people, and no one was receptive. It's like high school all over again. Okay.
No one was playing. No one was following along.
No one got jiggy with
It
it.
was
No.
strictly business.
No, but this is also where Tusa and Rodak got married.
Yeah, I was
yeah.
like, isn't this where we got married?
Yes. Yes, after
Because
drunken
you guys
evening.
Yeah.
You know what? It was an interesting
Honestly.
evening, but best decision ever.
Hey, it stood the test of time.
It stood the test of time, absolutely.
Okay, so sorry.
Neither of you have died yet, unlike
just-
some other couples.
Yeah,
Oh no!
just to bring.
Don't let don't let Meg hear you say that.
Yeah. Just to bring Tusa up to speed, so they have been questioning the secretary, Mrs. Quinn.
On your orders.
Yes, Miss Quinlington. She's been quite helpful, thanks to a charm person. She's been quite racist, thanks to society. She has spoken about the delegation of elves that were here, that she called extra elfy. She wrote down and translated their itinerary. And this is me just going through it because not everybody can read the text. So the narration is mine and for the benefit of the players rather than the characters.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yes.
Cindershan.
You are.
Now we were at, I think, we are on third Galan. So that's what we know either already happened or is happening, right?
Yeah.
So that's what's supposed to happen today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question. Wells' question. The answer is yes, you do.
In what capacity?
That capacity.
Yes.
So right now she's leading us to the storage place, right? Because we said, oh yeah, she can lead us to the storage, whatever.
Okay. So she leads you past the mayor's office, and she sees that recess in the wall that you discovered.
Sorry, quick
What?
thing. Could you put the other map thing on?
Yeah, I'm
Just so
coming.
we have it
Come.
Yeah, okay.
The map. Ooh.
This one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Just
Right.
to have a visual of it.
All right. She sort of slows down as she sees the whole. Like, did you guys do that?
No.
Deception check.
I don't. Well, doesn't need to roll deception because he really didn't do it, and he wasn't there. Tell them the truth. You ain't deceive them.
Let's
also
see,
did-
deception.
This time.
Didn't when we come the
Oh,
stuff was
that's-
open, I think?
That's unfortunate.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't like that. Was there something in there? Was that the bastard's grab bag? Because I knew he had one. I had my suspicions. You know dwarves.
What? I'm just gonna walk away.
It's of no consequence. Where are the trinkets?
No, it's just this way. It just leads you down. You can see also there is. You've sort of been through here before when you sort of searched. There are empty bedrooms that have not been slept in. That look like they're sort of diplomatic areas. Not for the people who stay here, they're for visitors. At the end of the hallway, there's like a little blue broom closet that you didn't really look at. In there are little velvet bags with floral designs tied up with silver string. In there are collections of dried leaves, seeds, berries, perfumes. I told
that's
you.
it.
Yeah.
Hey, products.
Let's have a look these over. Like Tusa would probably recognize where these leaves came from.
Okay.
Tusa, what plant did these leaves come from?
So Tusa, as our druid, please make a nature check with advantage.
I'd love to do that.
Yeah.
Just saying, I suck at nature.
Meanwhile,
I should be good at this.
Meanwhile, can Will like look over like the perfumes and like the bag itself?
Okay.
So do you want to take 17 or 17?
So yes, with 17, yeah, you did. I can confirm.
Can?
So with 17, you know that some of these things are sort of commonplace herbal remedies or that sort of thing. But among them are specific seeds and dried leaves of plants that only occur in the Feywild.
Oh,
Some of them can be quite poisonous if mixed incorrectly.
Do they look old and preserved, or are they relatively new seeds?
They're relatively new.
Check like a sweep of the room just to see if also there's any like, I guess, odd objects or anything. What would be the correct check? Or no?
You've investigated this place to the end.
thoroughly.
Yeah. If
Every square inch, like I wanted to just have a look at the bag itself and maybe those perfumes.
Okay. The perfumes are way too indulgent. A self-respecting drow wouldn't bother with stuff like this.
Alright, just the bag then.
Okay. Throw everything out of the bag.
Nice bag.
Nice bag. Well, must be fun at Christmas.
I don't think well is fun anytime.
No. Alright, that's investigation
Mhm.
or perception. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, no, nothing else.
This is beautifully ordinary.
Elves, right? Anyway, can I go? Can I go? I've got work to do, things to sign.
Perhaps so.
Okay.
We've spent enough time here.
All right. And can I have my coins back?
No.
It's the way that no came across.
Oh well.
Do you know a person called Mishka?
Nope. Doesn't ring a bell, I'm afraid.
Does it look like it doesn't ring a bell?
Make it insight check.
We Tusa, we were asking about this person named M that they were infatuated with. They genuinely don't know their name, but from the description we asked for, it's definitely Mishka.
Yeah, they were lovers.
Okay. I'm
Yes,
just gonna
but
check.
still,
It's just a 5. I shouldn't roll it with advantage.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you're not sure.
No.
But based on what your friends just told you, the person she was involved with was very likely Mishka, but she doesn't know her true identity or even her real name.
You never know. There could be like a Mishka's identical like twin sister out there also doing evil things.
Do we
and
know
it
what the
could-
coins were for? Why were she paid?
Coins from Sigil, I think.
Yeah, you haven't asked why she was paid.
Yeah, but
Oh,
it was the note was
didn't.
directed at her.
Okay.
Yeah, the note was directed to her. What did you do to procure that payment?
Well, you know, it was a gift, and I just helped her move some things into the city. I mean, nothing harmful.
What kind of
Same.
things?
Yeah, you get
Barrel.
normally paid in copper, silver, or gold
Yeah,
from
but
this realm.
this was stuff I didn't add to the ledgers. Just saying, you know, because you know the dwarves get really funny about contraband, leaking barrels, giant iron chest with runes on it,
Where they leak exactly?
Wait, what's it?
oil or something. I don't know.
Oh, that's not oil.
Okay, so in terms of where did you what was this moving destination? From where to where did you move things?
Oh, once it gets to Cragworth, I don't know. Maybe it stopped there. Maybe it went further. I don't know.
If one can hope.
From a meta point of view, could this possibly be the like Oblivion that was actually chucked in the water?
Yes.
And
Probably.
Yes.
Most likely.
Yes. This was this is how it got into the city.
Yeah.
And the giant iron box with runes on it. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Yeah, iron box with runes on it. Was that? Oh wait, was that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's the one that had the baby false hydra. That was just left in that one chamber.
What? Did I miss stuff? Why does that fly right over my head?
So when you guys beat the governor and you went back to the vault and you beat the dreaming dude, there's a vault underneath the vault that's like a shrine to Lolth that has giant spiders guarding it, and there's a big box with runes on it with a corrupted, a blighted baby false hydra in it.
Sorry, I tried to launch my character sheet and my whole PC.
Sorry. Yeah, so you guys basically decided you can leave the box because the runes on it will prevent it from escaping.
Mm-hmm. And the spiders will probably eat whoever.
I don't know. I'm still wondering what's gonna happen with that thing. I think it's a ticking time bomb.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Yeah. Just because the box can't open itself doesn't mean someone else can't open the fucking box.
Tell your husband.
But she helped get it into the city. That's what she got paid for in sigil coins.
Funnily enough, I think your little act of service there contributed to Cragworth's current, let's say, political situation.
Does that mean I'm not going to get paid? It's probably going to mean that, right?
I would think so.
Okay. Well, at least I get the paperwork done. Maybe then I can just go back and, tell my old bosses, look, there were extenuating circumstances. The town vanished. These things happen. So can I go back to work in my little safe desk in the bank? No problem.
Yes.
Shortly, your old bosses, this money, would that have gone to them, or was this purely for you?
No.
Did they have a hand in your
No.
arrangement?
See, where I used to work, I also found irregularities there. I'm very thorough. You guys saw that itinerary. It's thorough. That's how I roll. I'm not like some dwarf that strikes 1, 2, 3 many. I'm a professional. Anyway, at my old bank, I realized that my employers were maybe siphoning off some funds from the royal family. I pointed that out, and then they said, you know what? We're promoting you to this hellhole. So I think I maybe pissed someone off.
Just maybe.
So if you find this a hellhole, why don't you leave?
I was gonna, prove myself here, but the more you guys are asking, the more I realize probably I should go. So
Because
how
you do realize.
Yeah.
You do realize that with no people to see how you're doing, you're gonna meet new people each time who will only see a brief glimpse of how you're doing. So you might be stuck in a loop doing that and not really actually to show to anyone that you're doing this.
Yeah. Oh, should take the next character. Exactly how on fire is Cragworth?
Probably settled down by now.
Like halfway.
Maybe I can find a job there. Any ambitious, slightly, maybe off the books kind of people there who look for need an accountant?
Of course, there's always need in those fields.
Yeah, you guys
Street sweepers are needed.
don't. Okay, well, I'll be going then. So maybe there's a grin and bear branch there. Never know.
That's the bank dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're expanding. They're gonna have a branch in every
expanding.
city. Yeah,
They're expanding fast.
yeah. All
They
over
also
Like a
had
tree.
slightly shady business, if I remember.
Yeah, that's what I said. Siphoning money off the royal family, but oh well. That's not good to say out loud.
Mm.
Mm. Oh, by the way, you guys didn't hear that from me. I just can't help sharing with you guys. You guys, especially the cat. I mean, it reminds me of the cat that the mayor threw into the lava. That was a terrible day. And nearly left now. But anyway.
With that, we should probably be off.
Well,
You go about doing whatever. Although I'd suggest getting out of here.
well, all right. I'll do some paperwork. There's an imperial delegation coming at some point, I think, and some drow. Like hell, I hate drow. No offense.
So do I.
You know, they're terrible, right? They're like emo elves. That's unbearable.
That's a word to use. Yes.
No.
He just turns
Bye.
around and leaves.
Okay, bye-bye.
Swift walking fast.
Bye. Oh.
Thought I heard a person. Okay, guys. So you've now investigated this. You've got some important information, half of which probably did not sink in.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we have to give it all to Sky so that we actually know what to do with it.
I think Mishka's involved now. Like, very close by.
Did sorry, Tusa, did you see the itinerary, the handout thing?
It's in general.
Yeah, it's in general. I have not actually read it properly.
No problem.
To be honest, I was just wondering, this royal itinerary, does that mean that it needs to be from this realm, or could it be Fey royal?
Okay,
visit tree?
Seeing the name there, I need you to make an Arcana check or a History check, whichever one you want between the two.
I think both are equally fucked.
Okay.
I think. Yes.
Good.
But which one do you want to be fucked by?
I think history. History and some $30. I will use my card.
Okay.
On it.
Good time to use your card. Ooh.
You're speaking which Marcel. Yeah. Oh, what? Ooh. House of Scythe. Which actually, speaking of which, Marcel, should I have 2 cards or is that a mistake?
That ought to be a mistake.
Yeah.
Don't use both. Oh, why does it? Okay, let me steal your card. I'll take your lowest card. It's my fault.
Let it go. There we go. Yeah.
Like Elsa.
Oh my god.
Let it go. Okay, guys.
No.
So yes, with a 20. Yes, you know exactly who this is. The princess in question. Okay, where did I put this note? Give me a second. I have too many subphones. Okay, guys, talk amongst yourselves a little bit.
It's a.
So that was sketchy.
Very. I got tired of listening to them.
Can't believe
It's.
she asked for her money back.
We got a bunch of information here and there.
Yeah.
We know they're carrying a metal box with runes on it, so that sounds probably something that we need to look at.
We didn't find the box with the runes on it. It's something mentioning the box with the runes on it that we already know about.
Point of order quickly. The box with runes on is the one you found in town.
Yeah. I was going to ask.
Yeah. The device. I just.
The Fae that were here had 2 boxes. They had one, a ticking brass one, and a smaller one that they didn't want uncovered.
Mm.
Both of which are gone.
Okay. Yes, we're
Do,
talking
do, do, do.
amongst ourselves.
We are conversating.
You're conversating.
We are conversating.
We're just walking back to the
Caravan?
exit. We're like finally going back to the caravan and going somewhere else.
Yeah.
It only took us 2 streams, nothing big.
It only took us a stream and a half.
You know what? We've been in cities long. I feel like this sort of counts like a short rest.
Hey, we found information. We did things.
Yeah, this was the lore town.
Yeah.
As Marcel happily prepared the lore, we got a bunch of lore out of the lore that he had prepared. So good job us.
Yeah,
Good job, us.
Wait a minute. Did this chick, Mrs. Z, I can't remember what her name was, something with a Z. Did she write this itinerary?
She copied it. She translated it from Silver.
Yeah.
Who was the original owner of?
It was.
Where did you copy it from?
So remember, there was a dinner table that had elvish vegetarian food on one side and dwarfish meat on the other side. This was a delegation that visited last night. They also got vanished.
Okay.
So, yeah, she just.
In my head, I am wondering if I mention anything this to the group, will Tomlin freak out?
I'm kind of
guess
like
I will-
I've gotten over it at this point. I've known that the Fae were here, and like knowing that they also got poofed out of existence has made me calm down. Like I'm no
Okay,
longer on the edge of my thing, and the people in my head also seem to be thinking like, yeah, these guys aren't really like from our group. Yeah, it's chill.
They're a different group. Don't worry about those guys.
I guess I would ask Tomlin, are you only triggered visually, or is it also by hearing things from the Feywild, or like related to the Feywild? Is it only like a visual cue, or is it whatever senses? Like
If I see something that makes me remember those horrible events, or hear something, anything that just makes my concentration slip, they've got an easier grasp over my mind, and their grasp grows stronger over time as long as I don't do what they say, and eventually it becomes unbearable. So I just need to keep thinking away those thoughts, and then it's fine. I just need to not be distracted ever, or scared, or surprised, and then it's fine.
sounds easier than raising a child. But on that note, I was wondering how keen you would be to maybe follow Lady Chandria, who is the ruler of Australasian, Austrasalian. Sorry, got that wrong. From the Feywild. She's Tatiana's niece. Maybe you know her. Queen of the City Court. And maybe this is some very strong connections to help us with our Black Ooze problems.
At you asking whether Tomlin knows that important person, he kind of gets, you see, like maybe for the first time, or a rare expression of like annoyance and like a bit of like resentment in his eyes.
Uh-oh. He angry.
It pains me to say that those who hold such a firm grasp on me aren't even any strong ones of that race. They're just random forest inhabitants that I just happen to fall under the control of. So no, I don't know any royalty. I don't know any queens of courts. I just know some random assholes who managed to get a hold of me. That's it.
So would you like to know the Queen of the Feywild?
Do I get to hurt her?
On the contrary, I think if we're very kind to her, she might be a bad bitch and get rid of these foresters, and maybe even release your mind, which might be a
Oh, she
a
might
very
hurt
nice
the other
pardon from a
Fae.
queen. Well, I don't think they might sit on the same side of a court.
Yeah, sure. Whatever. Any chance to screw them over makes me happy.
Yeah, we can maybe see how their itinerary could maybe align with wherever we want to move, and maybe we can cross paths at one point, if it's possible for the group. But I know we have a multitude of side quests, and maybe we should just park one for a second. But it would be good to keep this. Yeah,
We have so many
knowledge.
side quests, we don't remember sometimes what the main one is. We're like, "Ooh, side quest."
Ooh, side quest. Ooh, side quest. Ooh, side quest.
Go meet.
It's a
Go.
bonus experience.
Yeah, level 20 and still doing side quests.
You still haven't gone to High Rothgar.
Yeah,
Dragon
the
shouts.
previous can rage.
Dragon shouts are a thing. Which button's that? Okay.
It's like Starfield when you like.
Yeah.
Wait, is it just going to spoil Starfield?
I cannot get.
No. That's...
How many Fey seeds could I pocket?
Okay, so
From what I can see.
there is a packet of 10 each for 3 different Fey pods.
Yeah, I'll pocket those.
Okay.
Don't care if she sees me or not. I'll just put them in my pocket.
Okie dokie, what's the plan, guys?
I'm finally getting out of here.
Search
I'd say,
the
like,
town
like-
again.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Just.
Did we actually look at the stadium in the middle?
I don't think we did. I don't think.
I
It
don't think
didn't
we
get.
did.
It didn't get
Well-
marked for anything, so I
Okay.
don't
What
think
was
it's
it?
important.
Was it a horse racing place? What was it?
Which one of you
Place.
got paid by Megan?
Huh? No. So that's his way of telling us there's nothing there. Please stop.
No, okay, you can go. That's fine. Let me,
Yeah,
Well,
just,
I just want to know what it is.
let me go back to page 2.
H2 out of 15.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. So, is that what you're doing?
I just want to know what it is. I don't want to know if I want to go there.
You know, fuck
Okay.
it. We ball. Let's go to the stadium.
Alrighty.
No,
Wait,
no,
I
we're
was
going.
saying-
No, we're leaving.
Wait, before we leave, I'll just ask the lady, what is the stadium?
Oh my god.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god.
Okay, so she's in no position to lie to you. She'll say, "Oh, that's the Fire Spark Arena. It's how these dwarves, these boring people, entertain themselves. There's things down there." And she sort of vaguely points off to the lava field. You guys are still inside, but imagine. Fire sparks and the 4-legged fire creatures, and they tame them, and then they fight each other with them. And then there's things on fire, usually parts of the town burn down, and they all drink. Also, there's betting.
Ooh.
I see.
Yeah, and I lost a lot on a shore thing once, so I wouldn't recommend it.
Well, thank you.
Okay, sounds boring. Let's leave.
Sounds boring.
Actually, I don't even know if any of those creatures are still there. People poofed.
I haven't seen any other animals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have we heard any animalness?
No. I know they did close it down for fumigating like a couple of days ago because there was like an outbreak of Red Death. But other than that, I don't know.
I'd rather not catch a
Yeah.
illness.
I'd rather not dread death. I'm good.
Yeah.
Before we leave this town, I'm gonna do a full entomological survey. gonna take like 4 more sessions. You guys figure out how to fill the time in between.
Okay, on that note, you do find that there are things here called giant fire beetles.
Oh, pretty cool. Interesting.
Oh, that's terrifying. Okay. Are those its teeth?
Those are its mandibles.
No, I mean like underneath the red bits.
Oh, those don't exist in real life. I can't help you there. You have to ask the creator of the world.
Are those its teeth?
Creator of the world.
It's fire breathing sac.
Oh, fire breathing sac. Oh, that's the sac. Okay.
I'd hate if one of my samples had those.
Do they get sacked? I don't.
They get pinned, unfortunately for them.
Okay, yeah, these are quite volatile if you pin them, by the way.
Because of the sacs.
Yeah.
The sex.
So don't touch the sack. Okay.
Do not
Do
touch
not,
the sac.
do not touch the sack.
Do not fondle the sac. Do not otherwise massage the sac.
Right. So at this point, the secretary says, "Okay, so what are the chances I can come with you guys? Because I don't know. I've been lucky once. What if I hear a funny noise again and I go poof? Where will I be when I go poof?"
You
That
want
is
to
a
go
big
to
question, eh?
Because
well, if you want to go to Craigsworth, then we are sort of moving in the opposite direction.
oh, deeper into the fire. Oh, the giants and the Duragar and the green people and the drow and the horribleness and volcanoes. The creepy inn. Oh, you guys are staying at the inn, right?
Weird. I have a weird
Probably.
question at the moment. I mean, I could be completely wrong, and wait.
Oh no! Did you figure it out?
No, because I have a feeling, but I don't know if I can. I'm trying to remember what questions we asked the secretary lady to see if it makes sense to try it.
Yes.
Because like we're assuming like a belief about no, I don't know if it'll work. Basically what I'm debating in between is what if this secretary is someone in a disguise, because maybe I can try to do dispel magic, but then I don't know if it makes sense to burn a spell if I'm just completely wrong and I'm just attempting a dispel magic. Now, of course, it means I'll dispel my own charm spell, but what if it's a disguised person? The reason is because I'm like, they want to follow us. I know they pretended, or they said they didn't want to leave town. Now they do want to, but suspicion level.
I'm just afraid I'll go poof. You know?
Well, it's just this town that does that. You go to
Yeah.
Craigsworth, you'll probably be fine.
I just think maybe it's the sound. I heard a sound before it happened. Maybe the sound is unlucky. So I'll just close my
What
ear.
does the sound like? Could you tell us what the sound is like?
It's like a note on an instrument. It's hard to describe. I don't even know what it's called.
Oh, fuck you.
There, you figured it out.
I see. That was the second thing that happened when Meg played a thing on the organ.
Question: was I there when this was just like a second?
No.
It's like a session
no,
before.
that
A session
was
before.
like Tasha's manor.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was just when we got to the manor, yeah.
Explain what I'm meant to be owing about.
Okay, so where you guys joined in that house, on the floor below it, there was an organ, which is great naming for me when Alex and Megan are in my game. Can we touch the organ? And you guys played some notes on there. You played 3 notes.
3?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
One of them turned your unlucky Guard of Pain worshipping guy into a turtle.
No, wait, no, it wasn't him. It wasn't Tolkien. It was like the drow noble dude. Nobody picked
That's
up
the
from
one.
the
Sorry. Yes.
from the Underdark and Corsair. Well, it wasn't Brother Talcon, it was the Drow dude.
Yeah, thank you. That's right. The second thing is this. The third thing you haven't discovered yet. Because also remember you guys went back in time a little bit?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the third thing was the weird furniture club thing that chased us out of the city that we were at.
Oh no, that was me rolling random events for Tusa, for Ethne and Lilu and Echo. You don't know what the third thing is yet. It's in my notes.
We don't know what the third outcome was yet.
So that's what she heard.
I don't see a reason why you can't join us till we leave this town.
Okay.
Which will be very, very soon, so don't say that.
Cool.
We're
So
literally like on the way out.
are you guys like ambassadors or something safe and boring, right?
Honestly,
Yeah.
I don't think you should come with us, as I don't really trust the people that you that employed you. Bring the box over. I don't know if they can contact you. If you will report back to them. I don't know where your allegiances lie. Certainly, it lies in money. And
True.
it's maybe not exactly what I want. I already have a husband full of cash. I don't need another side check.
That's elves for you.
Well, just getting tired. He just kind of rolls his eyes, turns around, and is like, "Yeah, do whatever you will. We're leaving soon." He just
Alrighty.
While I try to more whisper to the party, while hopefully she can't hear. Do you think she's safe? Like, do you think we're safe with her having met us, or should I change her memory to forget this meeting?
Can you do that?
I think
can,
it's
yes.
fine.
I would actually like you to attempt that. We have a weird love-hate relationship, or at least a divided relationship with the possible person that paid her. So it's not really everybody on the party on board on the Mishka train. So it might be worth a try. Always kill her if it fails.
What did this Mishka person do?
They're the lead person with the Black Oblivion, like opposite side of us.
She's the ops.
But we above table, I guess. But some of us made a deal with her that we in exchange for favors, which was needed at the time. But yeah, we kind of threw our lot in with her slightly.
Mm-hmm.
So just a tinge.
She rolled a 1.
I think you're on mute.
Oh, roll the 1.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Nice.
Alright, so what would you like to modify her memory to?
Hate Mishka, hate her. Hate don't like her.
Bad breakup.
Bad breakup.
And love dwarves. You're not racist anymore.
And I'd
But
say
also, you're not racist anymore.
also, like, this is like, I'd say, like, before, without mentioning, like, we don't actually, I hope, mention the name Mishka. We say M, because
Yeah.
we know that person doesn't know the name Mishka, so we don't put it in her
Yeah.
mind, like, hey, you don't like Mishka. Who the fuck is Mishka? Now you know.
Fuck you, Mishka.
Okay, three. I think like three things importantly. We hate. She hates M. We hate M. Fuck M. You are not racist, and you don't remember that I charmed you. You won't know that I charmed you.
No, it's like, you won't remember meeting, like, I would think more, you don't remember meeting our group would be best, right?
Yeah, but no, I think specifically charm person does a thing where it's like once the spell wears off, that person is now aware of like that you charmed them.
What spell level are you casting this with?
5.
Unless modifying the memories themselves would interfere with that, Marcel.
No. Yeah.
Like, what
yeah.
takes precedent in that situation?
Yeah. The modified memory takes precedent.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. Then in general, we could make to forget that meeting us rather than trying to implant. The other we implant what we said, but as a global thing of forgetting meeting us rather than forgetting that I charmed you or something like that. What do you say?
It's side note quickly. One of the early Bonds, I think it's in Her Majesty's Secret Service. There's a stupid moment where the bad guy is hypnotizing all these models to be assassins, and he gives them instructions. 1, you will do this. 1, 2, you will do this, and the last one is, you will forget everything. That's a plot hole. Right? But anyway, sorry.
Yeah, but those are the best written movies.
You watch those movies for the gadgets and the Bond one-liners.
I used to, and then I realized that he's kind of rapey,
Yeah.
and then I just sort of stopped watching Bond at that point.
Yeah.
I have not watched a single Bond movie.
The last one was pretty good for me because it was so different.
I have played the
Wait, what?
Quantum of Solace PS2 game.
Ooh,
That's good.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Here it says, in the last 24 hours, but that lasted no more than 10 minutes. How long have we been technically in-game speaking to her?
About half an hour.
Again,
Probably half an hour.
Okay, then, that's what I was trying to understand. So I guess we can't say haven't met us because it's more than that 10 minutes.
You can
time
change
thing,
the
right?
details of the meeting, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because till I read that part, I thought it would be safer to just forget meeting us. But since I saw the parameters, we can't really erase it because it's more than 10 minutes. Then it's modifying it.
We just arranged we came back to our house. So she met us in the first part, at the tent and shit.
Yeah.
And then there was phase 2, aka the session. And maybe forget this part.
Just did modified. He was like, "Hey, you didn't want to be here anymore, so you're here now with us."
You just got hungry from the tent and you came home.
And we say, they hate M.
They hate M. Oh, they're not racist.
Okay, that's gonna be tricky because it will counteract her natural inclinations as wrong as they are.
Okay.
But it's worth a try. See what happens.
The thing is,
this is your call. You can. Yeah, don't take our word for it. We're just calling it.
Yeah.
Also,
you can include and not include, whatever.
She rolled a natural 1.
Oh my god.
I'm going to factor it.
So maybe just throw in whatever.
Yeah. No, the reason I was thinking it's the racism thing might be just weird as a thing to her because it can mean such a flexible thing. So when you're saying you're not racist, the person might not understand what it is anymore. I would say in that world as well.
Well, see, also the problem is she probably doesn't think she's racist in the first place.
That's
True. She probably doesn't think. Yeah.
okay. So did it have to be 3 things? Because I did not.
It could.
No,
It can be whatever.
Whatever in that time frame. If you upcast it, you can make it 7 days, 30 days, 1 year.
Okay. Well, I'll say basically we just checked in because we had met her and we just asked a little bit about the town and what happened here. I will keep she told us about how she really, really hated M and what a bad experience it was, and she doesn't want anything to do with it anymore. So she brushed us off. Uh, she's
But
trying
then-
to figure. Yes, yeah, go on.
Yeah, but then she like talked about how like, oh, like it's terrible here. Like, if you guys are leaving, can I go too?
Yeah, so we said like I think because as a group we said no, we really don't want to, so we'll just say that we helped her realize that it was not worth staying here, and that she can find better pastures somewhere else. Not with us, somewhere else.
I think the only problem with her coming with us was the whole Mishka thing. So like if we're making her forget about that or like think differently of it, then that solves it.
Okay, then before that, the final phrasing: do we want her with us or do we not want her with us?
still voting no.
No.
As even though she might not be aware that we know about Mishka, that doesn't mean that Mishka can't contact her or come and visit her and perhaps just walk in on us while we have a wonderful little fire session. So I think we should remove ourselves as far away from her as possible.
Perhaps.
Okay. Then that's what we'll say.
Okay. So, cut to the group leaving the mayor's house. Finally.
Yep. Finally. Finally. It only took an hour and 50 minutes.
Somewhere in the
I don't think so.
background, a secretary is rummaging in her office trying to find the coins that used to be in her desk in a secret compartment.
Oh, don't worry about that.
You go to where everybody else is waiting for you, Lilith. It's like, what did you do now? Who did you kill?
Didn't kill anyone. We just.
I think
I've got some important information that
She's-
they'll tell you.
she's gonna inside check you.
I'm telling he's telling the truth, but I'll roll deception anyway.
Okay.
Just because it's funny.
Isn't your deception like 30?
Yeah. Oh, she rolled higher. She rolled higher.
Fine, I believe you, but you did something bad, I'm sure. Can we go now, or are we staying here for another day?
That's what I've been trying to say.
Yeah, no,
He goes to sit down in the caravan.
Okay.
I take one last look towards the town, longing for my bullet hooves back. As I'm holding out hope, but I'm slowly thinking that maybe I'm not getting my brief. But I'm leaving my review up because I wrote clause into it.
All right. So as you guys settle in, you also hear a sort of humming, ringing noise coming from the tracks. The dwarf looks down and says, "There's someone else on the track. I better get a move on." There's an exchange. The next part we're going is the burning in. There's a dual exchange thing, extra tracks. They could go past us there. So let's get a move on. Sounds like they're coming from Cragworth's direction.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, so you guys get in. You hear Granny G go, it's fine sailing all the way. There's no lava blooms, nothing bad. Clear all the way to the burning in.
Granny G, I forgot about you.
So I forgot about myself too. It happens. Alrighty. So you guys are here. You're going to take this road to here. That's the next stop along the way. The people in the carriage suggested that would be a safe place to rest, because you guys are probably tapped out, right?
Not tapped out, but I could use the rest.
Alright. So, the caravan sets off. It's all closed up. The bullets things. I never know how to pronounce them.
Bullets or whatever. But just it's a funny word. It's a very funny word.
I just said bullets.
The bullets pulling these
The
through the
bullets.
lava as they sort of half submerge in the lava. No damage to them really. By the way that you guys see the lava damage readout.
I think you did, but like, I think you did show us, but I don't remember.
No worries. There's lava damage. Don't swim in the lava.
Don't swim in lava unless you can do that, but none of us can.
All right. So,
Look at it, I've been fun.
so as they're pulling it along, the carriage sort of rocks and rests on these glowing hot rails that have been long ago placed in the area down here called the shifting road. As the wagon sort of goes into the lava, it gets quite hot in there. There are some runic enchantments to keep you cool, but you're still feeling it. I need everybody to make a survival check for me.
Oh.
Do I do that with any like modifications or not?
You because you've experienced it before. Wow, because you've experienced it before, you will have advantage.
Alright.
Survival.
Survival.
Survival has no bonuses, so you might have needed that.
Okay, Tomlin, I'm going to take the first roll there because you wouldn't get
Yeah,
advantage.
it's not meant to be advantaged.
No, that's fine. In those cases, I go left to right anyway. Okay.
Character sheet is not loading.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, when that happened to me, my whole PC crashed, so no biggie.
Oh, yeah. That's unfortunate. I'll just try refreshing this thing.
Yeah,
When in doubt, refresh it out.
Mm-hmm.
survival.
Where can I
Survival.
find lava damage and the info about it?
No.
I will reshare that in a second. It's somewhere in rules. So that was for Sky.
Ah,
and rolling
I can-
for Lele.
Okay, found it. Thanks.
Thank you.
There we go.
Jesus.
Oof. Okay, so if you roll below 50, which is just Sky. So
Wait.
let's play quickly and end the session before Megan comes.
Oh, well, that's bad.
I used my card.
No, you didn't. You weren't affected. Or were you?
12. No, 13. Sorry, 13 is effective. Yes.
And
Okay.
then the card.
What is your card?
Elf Archer for 2.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that will get you.
That-
There. That will get you there. Where is the? Oh,
Yeah, that'll save you, Tomlin.
okay. So
It was good. The number was 15.
just Megan is on exhaustion level 1. Everybody else is fine.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So as you go deeper, it becomes quite difficult. But most of you grin and bear it. One's about over there. It's quite cramped and dark. The little windows are sort of little slits, like in a tank kind of thing, old-timey tank. It just show the glowing embers, and on the one side of the carriage you can see this colossal lava-spewing volcano underground. It's currently spewing volcanic, magma and stuff. Not too bad. It seems to be calm. Everybody's fine. You're all rattling along in the carriage, getting a bit hot, getting a bit tired, irritated, and I have to roll the dice.
No.
Are we currently moving against the tide?
So the tide is
Of
going the sort of across flow. The old lady's talent is to see if there's waves or blooms or bursts that could threaten the integrity of the caravan. It's heavily resistant, but it's not immune to melting into nothing. You can't submerge this caravan.
But from like a what's the word, like from a
Geological.
topographical, geological like point of view, the Wound Mother is higher than where we are now, and it kind of like spills out to the left, right?
Okay, so the spilling, so steadily everything flows to the east. You're going downhill.
Yeah, no, we're going with the current.
Yeah, this one here, this one is from a higher up and it flows out here and joins the stream, and that's what causes the unpredictability. Because if this one interrupts more, the flow goes strongly to the east. Erupts. What am I saying? If this one erupts more, the flow goes slightly to the west.
Yes.
I was fully on board. It's like it interrupts. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So, in the heat, I'm not sure what conversation's going. Everybody's kind of quiet, including Echo.
Yeah.
So is this a moment of rest, potentially?
Yes, I will show you how you are resting.
I want to attune to an item.
Okay, yeah, it takes. How long does a tuning take? Anyone remember?
I'll look at the item.
Whoa, this is a futuristic shite.
Yes.
What did you say?
Futuristic shite.
Okay, yeah, there's no caravan assets on the art program I use, so I used a broken train. Use your imagination.
Yes. I kind of want us to be in the like the super old weird ass spaceship thing that we're going through. Nobody knows what it is, but it's useful.
Okay.
Mm.
So you can see the windows. That's how you can see out. You guys are sort of in the back cabin here. So yes, it takes an hour to attune to an item. You guys are about a half an hour into your journey. This is when it's sort of hot and sticky and uncomfortable. Anybody want to RP in this moment? It would be a good time.
Maybe.
Yeah. Guys,
Do you know how long this journey will be? This is odd. This
Wait,
is
what's it?
odd. Do we know how long this journey is? It's definitely for me road less traveled by.
Oh, okay. So it's about another hour until your destination.
A good tuning time.
Yep. Guys,
And
I
would
have
that
to
be
go.
enough for, goodbye.
Okay. Thanks for playing.
Yes.
Would that be enough
Bye,
time for a
everyone.
short rest as well?
Yes. Yeah. If nothing happens, it will be enough for a short rest.
Oh, if nothing
Yeah.
happens. Oh, okay.
I would say Era would. I mean, she's sitting on one side, obviously, since it's a small carriage. She'll try to keep glancing between the windows close to her where she can see something, just so she can have a glance if there's any like danger or something else around.
Not much out there.
I'd like to talk to Tusa about the potential plan of going to the Feywild, and or what you suggested for this mission that you've been suggesting.
Yeah. I mean, I've always felt like maybe the creatures in your head won't like this, but my powers kind of like stem not from this world's nature. I would say I always feel like it's always imbued somehow with something off-world, and I've always just been so intrigued. And I think they're really good people. Just look at the world around us, and kind of like maybe the world that existed before this. It's better off, and I would
How
love
do
to
I-
kind of learn from them.
How do I roll to feel offended?
Make an intelligence saving throw.
That's good.
In the meantime, I see that Echo's token has moved over to me so well, just sitting in his seat, slowly looks up at Echo's, like just kind of in a vague, like, what do you want kind of stare.
Okay. As
I can see that you're offended, Tomlin.
Yes, you're saying
I can visibly.
you're saying the Fae are good people, huh? Oh,
Just
I see.
hold up, hold up.
Oh no!
Okay, so interrupting that conversation, Echo brings his sword down on Well and taking 19 damage. And we're going to start the next session rolling initiative.
Oh no!
Wait,
Huh?
what? Why? What happened?
Echo is
Attack
attacking
dog.
well. Echo's attacking well.
Why? Did just randomly, just while we were talking.
I
It
did,
looks like it.
I did roll a dice. Okay,
Oh no! Did Drana awaken?
yep. So Echo, Echo failed his survival check. So we will start next session as you're trying to get control of Echo.
Oh god!
over a lake of lava,
Over a lake of.
In a tank.
And
Yes.
can I remember how Galtmore got him out of the previous
Yeah. Yes.
episode?
Yeah, I think I can't remember the exact wording, but if you roll for a sort of history, we'll remember.
Yeah.
She did a sort of what Black Widow did to Hulk sort of situation. Sun's getting real low.
This is my first time hearing about whatever's plaguing this Echo person. What's up with them?
So that's like a 3-in-1 combo.
Yeah, they're like the king of somewhere or something. I don't remember exactly. That we're trying to escort to the Hagrim Mountains because the wind, which people that like Galtna was with, can probably help him out there. Because like Tusa was saying, it's like he's basically like 3 minds in one body.
I thought he was just like some himbo that Sky was friends with.
That's that is Echo. That's the mind that you want to be in control.
He's legitimately main mission. Well, kind of main mission at the moment.
Yeah.
It's been main mission for fucking ages.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
we've been on this escort mission for 2 years.
So what I
More than that.
when every time. Okay, no, wait. Let me phrase this carefully. So what is about to happen? I planned all those years ago to when you got to this point. We've lost so many players since then. But yeah, so all those sessions ago. Okay, let me put it this way. There are NPCs which are sus as hell. You're like, that's a cool guy. And then there's a random NPC that I came up on the spot and I'm like, inside check. Inside check.
Yeah.
Inside check. Inside check. Inside check. Inside check. This person is up to something. So, I'll just... I don't want to give it away. Like, okay, what is about to happen is because you didn't inside check. A long time ago.
Because we didn't inside check. Yes, what happened? I thought we inside checked everything.
Not this particular thing, because I was like, oh, this is going to make it very difficult if they inside check, and they were...
How long ago is this check that we didn't do that's going to be coming up to us now?
Patience.
Patience?
Like session 5, 6, what is it? Mini session 10. So, okay, let's firstly say goodbye to the stream, and then I'll tell you who salted it.
My stream.
We will raid out
Right out. Yes, who am I writing out to?
Do you want me to type in your stream, or where you prefer to see the name?
Yes, please please type it into Discord so I can see it. Okay, people don't sit awkwardly in silence. Keep talking.
I'm racking my brain for episodes that happened at session 5, Marcel. That was COVID days.
Yeah, let's go with this.
Who did we meet in Patience? Patience was
The church.
the John side story, wasn't it?
Yes.
Did you see the name?
I would see the name now.
I sent you in the DM.
Thank you.
Thank you, stream. Thank you for those who dropped by and said hi. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed. Hope this confusion, at least we made it out of the town. Hope it made sense. And
I want to go back. The town was safer. The town was nice.
Yeah.
We could have just stuck our new claim in that town. Who needs the quest? Let's just live in an abandoned drow lava village.
True, true.
Alrighty.